And investors, this is a Bitcoin technical analysis video. In this video I will review the bullish and the bearish scenarios for Bitcoin, but there is one point I want to get across, is that regardless of the larger trend or the larger bias, I am expecting in the short term, in the coming days and weeks, for some upside. The reason I am expecting upside is first because it fits with both the bullish and the bearish scenarios, and also because the 60-day cycle ended on March 11th and the midterm cycle, the 200-day cycle, ended on February 18th. Both cycles point the way upwards, and therefore I am expecting upside. The only question is whether it will be a relief rally, a wave B correction, or is it the beginning of one more motive wave to the upside. As far as the targets are concerned, my minimum target is 92.5, which is the intersection of this downward sloping trend line and the upward sloping trend line. It is the 50% retracement from the all-time high from 110k to the low Bitcoin made on March 11th, which is at 76.5. So we have the 50% retracement and the intersection of the trend lines coupled with the bull market support band. I am expecting a move at least to 92.5, possibly more. Why? Let's go over the bearish scenario. According to the bearish scenario, 110k was the top, and Bitcoin is now in the initial stages of a correction, which will probably be, if it is a correction, it will be a lengthy period of correction, possibly a year or maybe even more than a year. And within this time period, Bitcoin completed wave A of primary wave A, and now it is retracing some of the ground it lost. Now the target for a wave B, the ballpark target, is the 0.618 retracement, but Bitcoin has a way of exceeding expectations even when it is bearish. So I say that 97k is the minimum, and the time ratio for a wave B is the 0.618 of wave A, which puts us at April 7th at 97k at least. So whether you are bullish long term or bearish long term, I think that 97k is in the cards for Bitcoin, possibly at around April 7th. Now if we go by the more bullish interpretation of the chart, you could say that within the primary fifth wave, Bitcoin completed wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we are in the final fifth wave of the fifth wave finally upon us. What is the target? The price target for a fifth wave is between 111k and 117k. Of course it can exceed this target to the upside, but I'm being conservative here. As far as the time target is concerned, we are talking about a time ratio which is the 0.618 of the third wave, and this puts us at April 21st. Okay, now of course there is a possibility to exceed these targets, and you can see that from the beginning of this cycle, November of 2022, Bitcoin's tops matched the 45-degree angle trend line. This is the first wave, the third wave, and possibly this is the fifth wave. If it isn't the fifth wave, then it is within reason for Bitcoin to make one more motive wave to the upside, which will coincide with the 1.272 Fibonacci extension, and it could happen as early as April 11th or April 13th. I know that it sounds like not a lot of time, but these things happen. This is why it's called a blow off top. So even 123k by April 13th, more or less, of course it's not exact to the day, is within reason. Now, one more point that I want to get across is that in the past 4 years, Bitcoin made intermediate tops between mid-March to mid-April. This was the wave 3 top on March 13th, 2024 first, wave 1 top on April of 2023. This was the B wave top in March 2022, and this was the beginning of an ABC correction in April of 2021. Yes, it's true that in 2020 March marked a bottom, not a top, and many people on the internet now try to make comparisons between March 25 to March 20, but I think that 2020 was an exceptional year because of the COVID crisis and the liquidity injection into the markets that created this uptrend. So I am leaning bearish and not bullish. So worst case scenario, we are going to retest these trend lines, at least in my opinion. And in the best case scenario, if we reclaim this upward sloping channel, then we will need to monitor Bitcoin's price. Now I'm going to leave you with a nice surprise, or a feel-good surprise, because technically this is valid, meaning technically it's possible for Bitcoin, if this is the first wave, okay, March 11th was the beginning of the fifth wave, it is possible for Bitcoin to create a blow off top scenario which could exceed my expectations and even make it to as high as 130 or 135k. And it also fits with the behavior of wave 5, because in wave 5 usually the asset gets above the acceleration channel, and then when it reclaims the acceleration channel to the downside, you know that the party is over and it's time to get out. That's all I have for you on Bitcoin. I will also upload a PDF. I think that I'm more eloquent in writing, so if you are an auditory guy, you have this video. If you are more visual, you can read the PDF on TradingView or on the Telegram channel, of course for free. And I will see you in the next video.